Imagine, if you will, in the world of Ashentale, on the continent of Shill, in the lands to the south, there lies a beacon of righteousness. Its brilliance illuminates even the darkest hours, ceaselessly combating corruption and greed. However, deep beneath the earth, an insidious malevolence stirs, drawing the unwavering gaze of fate itself. It slumbers, biding its time until it emerges from the depths with a voracious hunger for light. Yet amidst this impending darkness, the gods of Ashentale remain vigilant, strategically maneuvering their pieces on the cosmic chessboard. Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, and I am once again joined with Cikala and Wachi and Hawk. Yay! Wachi's back. Yay. She was back last week, but we're glad to have you again.
Hell yeah!
Me too. Thank you.
Pretty cool. So, for our viewers, she is not on camera currently. She does not want to be, which is completely okay with us for now. We're going to pressure her to be on camera later because she's so beautiful. But she's had a couple surgeries, and she just wants to chill.
Not feeling it.
Just not quite myself yet.
But she wants to be here, so yay.
Then who are you?
Missed you.
Yeah, I'm Delara.
Delara.
It's
Yeah.
nice to meet
And
Kind sir.
if you were here last week, you realized that she might not be Delara.
Laura got turned to stone.
She got turned to stone last week, and you're not sure what's going to happen. So.
you. It happens sometimes when you try to go out front and check shit out.
What are you doing?
Well, she sent her familiar, and little did she know.
Goodness, shit. Well, you know, we're like level for... But it's about time for Medusa.
Yeah.
I think our high level party was about the same level we are now. First time they encountered a Medusa. I believe.
Oddly enough, that must be all you guys, because
As we know, you're true neutral.
they're there where they're at. You know, obviously this is my dungeon or whatever, but yeah.
Or whatever.
You didn't have to go
What do you
down.
mean, or whatever?
What I mean is you didn't have to go down that hallway.
Could've
But you
went
did.
anywhere.
Or the dungeon for that matter. It was all up to you guys.
What's there is there.
That's true. So, you guys ready to start back, if you remember? Viewers are looking at the cover of our book, Player's Journal. Front and back and side and all that. So, yeah, before too long we will have them up for sale. And
So exciting.
yeah, pretty cool.
Finished it.
We did. But, yeah, so if you will take your attention up here, you will see that that is where you guys left off. Right outside of the dungeon, as I recall.
Running.
Well, you opened a portal with your gate cube and closed it behind you.
Yep.
Timmy is holding the bag of holding with Doll's body in it, with Delara's body, and the other 9 of you are standing right outside.
Seth's got an arrow out waiting for somebody to come out of that
Doorway? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zumbar kind of has his weapons out and is looking too. What do you guys want to do?
Eames holding her sword.
Okay. Kid's like, what are we going to do? We gotta get her help.
We do, Ramsey, we do. Hold on. She'll telepathy,
Pendor.
Pendar.
Okay.
Pendar. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. It sounds like you're underwater. She's using the cat link. It sounds like he's underwater, guys. I'm not sure what's going on.
Try the stone.
Should try the stone. Nothing. I can't hear him at all.
This Kara's like, what if we take her back, get her fixed, and then come back?
Kid says, I'm fine with that. We just need to get her help. She got turned to stone.
We do.
I mean, I've read about it in books and heard stories, but she just got turned to stone. Timmy's like, it's going to be okay. I think we need to ask Lily. That's what Timmy says.
Yeah,
Can we go to the cradle?
we can. Yeah, I agree with you because being turned to stone, that's like a magic user thing. That's not a clerical thing.
Timmy's like, I don't know what it is, but I know that she'll know. She's
Okay,
pretty
yeah,
powerful.
We can do that.
Carl says I can do a folding technique, and she'll start her spell.
And you're going to cast what?
Dimensional folding.
Roll percent of dice for me.
Sure. How about 003?
So that's 30.
3.
Or 3.
3.
003.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's an 03. Okay. Right. Your fold opens. Where do you open it to?
To right out in front of the cradle.
Okay, inside Queensland.
Yeah.
It works. You can see the door.
Okay.
Timmy goes through.
Okay.
Everybody starts going through.
Even to walk through and stop and wait for Kara.
Car has to be the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Come through and drop it. And you guys stand in front of the cradle.
Yeah.
Walk in.
So you walk inside. Door's unlocked.
Set the little
Tip.
bow away.
Okay, put your bow away. Typical.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Weapons away. That's probably
Typical scene with Rabbit and Bella at the desk, and you don't see Lily, and you don't see Gorgain or anybody else.
Ren will walk up to the desk.
Okay. Hi guys. Timmy's like, we need your help.
We need Lily's
Behind you.
help.
He runs
Yeah.
past you.
She'll put her hand up to the shoulder. Okay. It's okay.
Bella's like, what's the matter?
So I can't tell you guys all the details, but long story short, the doll, Delana, she got just turned to stone by a Medusa.
Oh.
And we have her statue, but we don't know what to do. And we thought maybe
Rabbit's like,
Lily would.
it's okay. You hear Rabbit telepathy to you, Lily. Hey, that party is out here from Catload, and one of them has been turned to stone.
I'll be right there.
Okay. Rabbit says she'll be right here, you guys. And you just go out, straight out.
Yeah.
You see her
I'll
come
tell
to the,
Gorgain what I'm doing.
you see her come to the door pretty quick.
Kid situation, and take off.
Okay. Gorgain goes, you need me?
Always need you.
All right, I'm coming. He gets up, starts walking with you. So you see Lily and Gorgain walk out. Timmy immediately looks at you and comes running up, and you can see tears in his eyes.
Oh goodness.
It's like, you have to help her.
Okay, take
You have
some
to help her.
rest. Tell me exactly what happened.
He hands you the bag.
I'll take it.
So we were.
This is Rin.
Yeah. She would say it was a Medusa.
Oh goodness sakes. Okay.
She's in that bag.
Go up to the desk. And
Okay.
Open the bag and have Gorgain take her out.
Okay.
Set her. She's standing.
Yeah.
Floor. Sit her on the floor in front of the desk.
She's actually in a pose of almost taking off to run. You can tell she's like.
Give me just a sec, guys. Telepathy, Tuffy.
Okay.
Tuffy.
Hey.
Tuffy.
Hey.
Hey, I got one of these kids here that's turned to stone by Medusa. You can turn back, but I think don't you need to be here to resurrect?
You know the changes in the magic since the Nexus event.
Now I haven't done anything.
Flesta's statue is not reversible anymore.
What?
Yeah. And neither is blood magic doesn't work either. The only way you can change somebody from stone would be a limited wish or a wish. Yeah, there's no way to do it. I have heard rumors that something happened with the neo magic with the creatures that cause these kind of effects. I actually was just talking to somebody who's an expert in the new research on this. Give me a minute and I'll find out what needs to be done.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. So you look at your spells and you realize, you know, that it's not reversible any longer. It's called flesh to statue now.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, there's a blood magic spell that you can use, flesh to alabaster, where you can pose a being, you can turn them to alabaster and pose them in any form you'd like to pose them in when you change them.
That's cute.
Rude too, could be very rude.
Could be.
But
Mm.
yeah.
So she will. She'll say, well.
Oh, and he pulls out the other two. Wait, no,
Did he grab the spiders?
no.
And did the cat come through the portal? Sorry, I meant to ask.
The cat was running with
The
us.
cat was with you. The cat's there. It's over mingling with one of the other cats by the front door
Gotcha.
right now. But the spider they left behind, they did not go all the way up there and get that spider.
Yeah.
We ran. We got the fuck out of Dodge.
Smart. Smart.
And then the little spider, you don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, it was further out ahead.
It
Or no.
I mean, no, you know one of them turned to stone, and I think the other one would have turned to stone too, but you assume that,
We're gonna find a little
You know.
stone spider somewhere.
but you really don't.
When we lay it on the
You really
ground,
don't know.
when we
Go back.
Tuffy slaps these back to you. He says, "Okay, so what he's telling me is, when someone is changed by a creature such as a basilisk or various others, including the Medusa, it requires their blood to change the being back. He has the spell, and I can get it to you, but you'll need whatever did this to them. You'll need their blood.
The Medusa that did it too?
Yeah, you'll need the Medusa's blood
Okay.
to use as a component for the spell.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, well,
I
no.
don't know. According to him, he says that using stones
Mhm.
will not work as a component for these particular spells. These are new written spells, by the way, and it doesn't require the use of an arcane stone.
What does it require?
The components in the words. I can get a scroll from you, but you'll have to have blood as a component.
So I'll have to see what if they killed it or.
Yeah, it'll need to be captured or blood taken from it.
Okay.
The other option is you could limited wish the person back.
Could you
Do
word?
Does someone not have their blood? Doesn't.
Well, I would assume so because it is the girl Delara that was with the young ones that the cat ward asked me to hold.
Yes, I know who you're talking about. All right.
Yeah, it's Delara
Yes,
from that group.
we have their blood.
Yeah, I would think so.
We can. I do believe Queensland has their blood as well, from what I know. So there's two sources of their blood. Ours is older than the one that Queensland did. So if nothing else works, you could have her cloned or whatever. But you'll need to raise her once the spell's reversed. She won't be alive.
And that's why I called down.
I'd be happy to
To
come do
begin
that.
with.
I'd be happy to come do that for you.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, whenever it's all ready,
Just let me know.
um,
Oh, well, I can bring that. Yeah, I'll bring the scroll. I'll bring the scroll to you.
let me tell these kids what they need.
Give me just a little bit so I can copy it.
Okay, you're fine. I doubt highly they have its blood.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna have to go get it.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Timmy's sitting there in front of you. Big crocodile tears in his eyes looking up at you. Or looking down at you, actually.
Grant's standing there in front of me too.
I contacted my friend Tuffy, who is a high priest of the Cat Lord, and apparently since magic shifted, there is no longer a stone to flesh spell. There is something similar that we can get a hold of. He can get it and bring it here to me, here in an hour or so. But we're gonna need the blood of the creature that did this to her. It is a component, and it's the only way to change her back to flesh, and then Tubby will have to resurrect her. So we can do all of that.
Blood of the Medusa?
Yes, ma'am.
Timmy goes, "Let's go."
Hold on, Timmy.
He
Hold
like
on.
bounces. He's like, "Let's
Timmy,
go."
Hold on. We'll go.
Are you telling me that she's like dead? She's dead right now, right?
No, babe. She's okay.
You said you had to resurrect her.
Well, yeah. Okay, so take a breath. I know this seems late. I remember the first time that I lost a party member, and it is devastating.
Are we gonna lose her?
You're not gonna lose her. We're gonna save her. Okay?
He starts walking off over by where the statue of the horse is and everything, and you see he's crying.
Take some deep breaths.
She'll.
Um,
We'll look at Lily.
Zen goes over there with him and starts talking to him, puts her arm around him, and starts trying to calm him down.
Ren will look at Lily and say, we can do that. But they did take our blood.
Yeah, we can.
Ray took it.
Correct. Correct, and as a last resort, we can use that to clone her.
Car goes over against the wall and meditates.
Which wall?
Doesn't matter. Pick one. Just away from
But it won't be her.
Away from them, everybody. The farthest place away from everybody probably over here, to the left, over
Okay.
somewhere over in there.
So she can.
Or you can go up here up top.
Okay.
Go up there.
Yeah.
Go up the stairs.
Because she
Okay.
needs to recover her spell.
Okay. She starts meditation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Lily will say to Ren, absolutely. And we can, as last resort, use that to clone her, but it's really not the same thing. Would prefer to fix this if possible. Did you kill the creature or no?
There was the Medusa, and then there were also, I think we counted 12
12 minotaurs.
Minotaurs.
That's what Seth says.
So
Gorgain like kind of frowns when you
We
said that.
ran.
He looks at you like concerned. Like,
I look at him's eyebrow raised.
we ran.
he telepathies to you. These young ones are not capable of destroying 12 minotaurs and a Medusa. Anyway, go ahead.
She just said we ran.
I bet.
And we almost didn't make it out. It was close.
I don't think 100 arrows wouldn't be enough, but I was going to try.
Seth hurt one of them, but that was it.
I'm glad that you.
I'm willing to try again.
We need to be better prepared this time.
That's a big boom.
And
A big
my
what?
thought was mirrors.
So you said that you
but we
couldn't.
need its blood.
Yeah, it's blood. So
Mirrors.
can you tell me the situation? Is it a situation where we could go in with like a big boom? And you said you couldn't talk about all of it? Or is it something where you guys were being
Unfortunately, Gavor says, unfortunately, we are not allowed to speak about our current operation, but we do need help. I'm not sure how it would work, but the place that this is in is a place that we are currently on a mission involving that is very important not only to Queensland itself, but to the whole continent and perhaps the whole world. Gorgain kind of smiles.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Gorgain kind of smiles a little bit when he says that. It's left these to you. Isn't it always saving the world? It's always saving the world.
Or it's always the end of the world. She'll
Yeah.
slowly back to him and smile.
We're still here.
So, do any of these shields have mirrors on them?
Huh?
Any of your shields have mirrors on them?
So my thing
No,
about
that's-
using mirrors, my thing about using mirrors is if we turn it to stone, then we can't get its blood.
Bella's
And
like,
all stuff
yeah,
that.
we have one that's pretty shiny that could be used as a mirror. Because we were just joking about it the other day. I used it to make sure my makeup was straight and my hair looked good.
What do you need makeup for? You're beautiful without
Oh, you're a sweetheart. You're a sweetheart. You see, you see Rabbit kind of look over her and he goes, "She is pretty, isn't she?"
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Turns and looks back at her. Bella kind of smiles. You see her cheeks kind of get a little red.
So, if it turns to stone, what?
You won't be able to get its blood.
Oh.
And then Doll's dead. That's not an option.
You hear from Timmy as he's walking back and wiping the tears. He goes, "No, it's not.
So your mission was to be covert?
No. I
No.
don't care about the mission." He looks up at Kavor and he goes, "We need to get Doll back. Whatever that takes."
We're going to get her back. It's just, we got to figure out a way to.
So
to
Ren will
effectively-
telepathy Lily. And say Pendar's the one who gave us this mission.
Okay. So why don't you guys tell me where it was and how far you have to go to get to this Medusa? Start there.
I don't know where.
It is in the
was.
Western Wildwoods, Kavor says.
I don't know exactly the location.
On the northern section of the Western Wildwoods. We can, I'm sure, go back there. One of us, I'm sure, has the power to go back. I know that he looks for Kara. He's like, where's Kara?
She went up there.
Even say she's up there.
Well, I'm sure that she'll be able to get us back there. She got us here.
Right.
And she's got a big boom.
She does.
She's got a spell that makes a great big boom.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? Big boom?
Yeah. Pretty close.
Yeah. She kills
There's
like
lots of different kinds of big booms.
Gunny I can use.
Personally, I am about to have a baby and I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I thought
but,
maybe you ate a watermelon.
I can.
Yorkin kind of laughs a little bit when he says that. He looks over at Lily, kind of nervous.
Probably did need a watermelon.
She's eating a lot. He looks at you. She's eating a lot.
More than me?
I normally eat a lot
Hot.
when I'm not pregnant, so it's kind of my thing.
I'm not pregnant and I eat a lot, so.
I've always loved food.
Yep, me too.
So maybe we can get someone to go with them.
I just want to know the chance of this.
No. Who I haven't pulled out in a while.
Hmm.
The fire elementals of Mira.
Yes.
I wonder if that would be adequate protection for them, you think?
Could help.
Do you have any arrows that go boom?
The magic shop is Rabbit's managed under Rabbit's management.
Eden has a visible concern on her face. Like,
Rabbit's like,
after you
yes,
see fire elementals of Mira, she's like,
yes. There's some arrows over there. There's quivers of arrows over there, with various sorts of abilities. Some of them explode with fire, others with ice. We have some with lightning.
Really?
Yes. Over there on that table, and he points over here.
That's where I got my. Oh. That's where I got these.
Yeah, you can check those out over there, and
I gotta get some more anyway.
I'm gonna send the servant to lock the front door down.
okay. Goes over and you guys see the door get locked by a servant,
So,
arcane servant.
how many are there each?
So there are 4 quivers there that all have different types of arrows in them. When you ask Rabbit, he tells you there's fire, ice, lightning, and then he tells you there's an arrow of silence that brings silence, a quiver of arrows of silence. So 4 different quivers.
You guys have any books or knowledge on Medusa's? Like other than the obvious?
Through the door, you see a priest of the Cat Lord. Passes through the door, you see the servants kind of stand in front of him for a minute and then move away. He just floats in through the wall and comes in. He's like, "Hey,
Hello, friend.
hi, how's it? How are y'all?" He looks at y'all.
Hello.
Hi.
Everyone, this is Tuffy.
Hi, Tuffy.
He
Hi.
is our high priest of Catwood.
Yes, I'm a high priest of the Cat Lord. Yes. Kind of smiles and looks around. He goes,
Says S.I. in cat.
"Okay." He kind of looks over at you and nods. And
So they did not defeat the
Here's-
monster. I'll take the scroll.
there's this one.
Did not defeat the monster.
Hand you another one. I made a copy for you too.
Nice, thanks. Take it. Set them both on the desk.
Well, somebody needs to help them with that then.
Yeah, I was gonna send the elementals from the Gem of Mira with them. Just as general protection.
So where are you guys at?
We're standing in the cradle.
No, I mean where did this take place?
Yeah. Tell us about where in the area so we can help you guys.
Western Wilds or something.
Yes, the Western Wildwood, Gavor says. What are you doing there? Gavor kind of looks at you guys. Like,
Well, it doesn't matter what they were doing. Just tell us about the dungeon. Tell us about what you were doing physically. Like, what were you up against? How far in did you go? Like, those kinds of
Timmy
things.
looks really impatient. You can tell he's really impatient. He starts pacing back and forth. And then he stops and he goes,
We're gonna look at him.
"We're trying to stop the raising of Asmodeus' son. That's what we're doing."
Ren's just
Ren's like,
So,
you see Gavor look at Timmy with disappointment, like,
again, none of that matters. Don't say that name here again. Do you understand me?
yeah.
Tell us about the physical.
Tuffy looks at you like, "What the fuck?" He just like,
She telepathy to him. Take notes. Oh, what to tell you?
"I need to speak with the Cat Lord," he says to you in your head.
Go.
Tuffy's just standing there. He doesn't move. He's still standing there.
How many of each arrow can I get?
Oh, well, you got a big amount of money with this. You could afford all those over there.
Take them all. I don't know how many's there, so.
Well, they're each a quiver, so there's 12 arrows in each of them. So that's, what, 48?
Ren's gonna walk up to Timmy
24 of each.
and she's gonna say, "Hey, running in there with chaos is what got us in this situation. And right now we need to slow down and really think about this so that none of the rest of us get turned to stone. We're gonna do everything that we can to get her back, okay?
I've been trying to talk to Pindar, and I can't get a hold of
I
him.
can't get a hold of him either. I tried when we were out there and it sounds like he's underwater. I don't know.
Tuffy?
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
He looks at you.
Do you know if Medusas can turn fire elementals to stone?
What a question.
They can't. I'm just gonna send these guys. I think. I don't like the sound of sending these kids back in to what Timmy just told us. And she says this out loud.
He telepathies to you. The son of the A
Mm-hmm.
is an ally if he is brought back.
Mm.
They're not going in there to stop him being brought back.
Mm.
They're going in there to retrieve the body. They don't know this yet, though. Some of them are very good-natured and would find that as a very difficult task to complete. I do know the warlock among them knows the truth of it, though. As far as the others, Cat Lord is not speaking to me on these matters. He just simply said she is aware.
So what? He wants us to send them back in?
Yes.
Good fucking God. Well, whatever.
Did you just swear to the cat lord?
Yeah, to him about him.
No, too toughy about the Cat Lord, yeah. He
Oh.
seems to be very adamant about the fact that they need to return back into there.
Can I send?
Pindar originally gave them the mission, but Pindar is unreachable currently, so I went to the Lord of Cats, and he's aware of what is taking place, even of Delara being changed to a statue.
So I'll keep her here with me, and I will send them with the fire elementals back, and I'll have I will have the fire elementals bring back the Medusa's blood. And send some of them with them for protection. Does that sound like a plan?
I'm telling him that you said that. He seems to think that the elementals will destroy the Medusa. Blood and all.
Oh, yeah, that's not right. I always forget about that.
He's also a little bit concerned about having them there for the fact that if the body was destroyed in that fashion, it might be detrimental to the cause.
What about air elementals?
So he is coming after us, and he looks over at you. Tuffy doesn't says this in your head.
Who?
The big A. He is coming after us. All of us.
Oh, I see.
The heroes. We are on his list to be destroyed. We each have a contract.
Crap list.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense.
We made Asmodeus' list.
These
Yes,
children
we must
these
do
children are
something.
what is being used to mitigate that in the background.
Because we're bad.
Asmodee, or the A, Asmo, he has taken over hell and has brought hell onto the prime material plane. It is in Mirabilia. He has some great enemies. One of them being his son. Calor believes that bringing him back and having him as an ally would be very beneficial. I cannot tell you exactly what... Every time I ask him questions about this, he tells me it's none of my business, and that if I want to know what's going on, I should read Eris's books. I've asked Eris, and she says she's still writing them. How can I read them when they're not written?
That's less than helpful.
She's responsible for the prophecy of Catkind and recording it.
Mm-hmm. And she hasn't written them. She's out jacking around.
He also told me that when Delara comes back, she will come back as goo. She is Neo. She cannot be... Like, she will...
Does she know she's Neo?
No. So when she comes back, she'll come back as Rainbow Goo. And then we'll need to
like
be...
Era's used to.
And then we'll need to be you'll need to wait 3 days for her to come back to her full potential. Or you can resurrect her. I can resurrect her. But she's Neo. And she will become aware of being Neo pretty quick after this.
Yeah. Well, she'll know when she comes back.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, air elementals?
I'm supposed to wait here and help if I can. Yeah, I'm not to go though. He just kind of crosses his arms and looks like a little nervous or whatever. He kind of crosses his arms. You get a telepathic message from the Cat Lord, from Glistinian, directly. You hear, Lynx,
Yes.
I require you and your little one's services.
Me and my little one?
Yes, the unborn one.
What-
I need the both of you to accompany this party into this dungeon and help them retrieve the blood from the Medusa.
She laughs.
The two of you should be perfectly capable. And if you want to bring Gorgain with you, that's fine as well. I'm sure he'll be adamant about you not going, but...
Oh, like you would let him go. What the
Well, or I could, you feel the lynx take hold of you. Do that. It's up to you. You feel released.
She's laughing out loud at this point.
Gorgain kind of looks over at you like, what's going on?
Oh my goodness.
Tuffy's like this. He looks disappointed. You realize Cat Lord probably told him that, and that's why he shut up and crossed his arms in frustration. I leave it in your capable hands. Consider it a partial penance for being Lynx and owning a shop that puts you in the higher echelon of Queensland, and also chief financier and protector or gear provider of the chosen one, the one that will save not only you but the baby in your belly. Sometimes we must sacrifice things. I'm sure you understand. And I thank you so much for any sacrifice that this will require, no matter how little or big it will be. And know that you have me as a friend if you need my help. Unfortunately, I cannot go into the Western Wildlands. It would be very undoing. Good luck.
Well, I was able to reach you through links.
Of course. Tuffy's like this. He just kind of looks at you out of the corner of his eye, and he's like,
Ryan was, is everything okay? We've all just been standing inside.
yeah, and you could see that there's stuff going on.
And she's communicating.
You get 12 fire arrows, 12 ice arrows, 12 silence arrows, and 12 lightning arrows. Each of the fire and the ice and the lightning do 66 per arrow, and you have 12 of them. Of that particular damage, like fire, ice. A lot. When he's giving them to you and marking them off, he tells you be careful with those, because if they explode in a small area, they will spread.
Okay.
They cover a rather large area with damage.
Do you have anything that helps with breathing underwater?
Let me look. He starts looking through the book.
Okay.
As Lynx, I have been charged by the Catler Christinian to escort these children. She looks
Gorgain,
around the room.
Gorgain just kind of looks at you like, what?
To retrieve this ally.
But you're no offense, but you're pregnant.
Very.
Timmy just kind of walks up to you and he goes, I'll protect you.
We're gonna have plenty of protection. It'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you for helping us.
Of course. I am gonna need a minute.
Gavor kind of raises his eyebrow and he's like, this is something you have chosen to do with a child. I mean, it is your responsibility, not mine, but I'm just asking whether or not It was your decision. Gorgain looks at you, goes,
Like with the same question.
with the same question, but he doesn't say. He just looks at you like, hmm?
As I said, as the Lynx, Baldoni the Cat Lord has charged me with escorting.
Gorgain nods and kind of looks down for a minute, and you realize he's thinking. He owes his existence to Cat Lord. He kind of looks down.
With escorting this group back into this, place, and as I have spoken to you all before, your existence is intricate to the future of this world. Sorry to sound dramatic. It's not. So
I guess if you are going to be going in there with us, and she'll kind of glance at the board, we should give you all the information.
absolutely.
Right?
Glistini looks, she goes, yes. Or not Glistini, Tuffy looks at you and goes, yes. You can tell them everything that has been required by the Cat Lord. As far as Queensland and your responsibility with the Holy Hosts, that is up to you and the stipulations involving that.
Pendar was the one who gave us this quest.
And he is involved with both, correct?
I don't know if he's involved with the other, but he's Capcom.
Yes, and he is unreachable currently. But the orders that have been given to him have been given to me by the same individual that gave them to him. And I'm telling you that you may share fully, whatever it is. You see Timmy kind of look over at you.
He's an eyebrow at Timmy.
Gavor says, well, I can tell you about the particulars of everything. And he starts going in this long diatribe about, about everything that they're doing. Tells you everything that Dahl would know. He just starts talking. I would not say he's charismatic. It's like a speech, though. By the end of it, you're glad it's over.
Yeah.
It's very factual, the whole thing.
Just sheer facts.
Mhm. So, you have a map of what it looks like and all of that.
Yeah.
You would know everything that they know, so they give you all the details. It takes about an hour or so to give you all the details of what they were aware of or what they knew and what they experienced.
This time, Kara's definitely done.
Yes, Kara will have been done doing what she was doing. So yeah. Rabbit goes, here we go. He pulls out of a little bag. He's like, holds a ring up.
Cool.
We have 6 of these. He puts them down.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Water breathing.
Nice.
He asked if we had any rings that could help you breathe underwater. Those are water breathing rings, and there's 6 of them. These are pretty cool, actually. They got some history behind them. He kind of nods.
Really?
Yes, the
History.
Heroes of the North once used these.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. That's not all of them. Some of them kept theirs, but yeah.
We have more than 6 people.
I know, but that's all I got.
That's alright.
I just have 6.
I'll buy all 6.
Tuffy's like, I can provide a spell which will give you a period of time that will enable you to breathe. I believe you can. What is it? Maybe it's not. Dun 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 dun. So I have to pull something up real quick.
We're gonna walk up to Tuffy
I was wrong about that. Okay.
and she'll say,
He's actually, I don't know if I have that spell.
so you're a priest in Catholic?
I am.
Can you tell me about it?
About the Cat Lord?
Yeah.
Ghost Indian?
Yeah.
He goes meow.
He's... Okay, so
I can't help my curiosity.
don't take this in the
Just
wrong.
smile at
Don't
him.
take this in the wrong way. He is not like a god. I mean, he is. Don't, like I said, don't take this wrong. But he's like the guy across the street or down the street at the bar. He's so normal. Well, sometimes, and then other times he's overly charismatic, to the point that I don't even realize he was overly charismatic till he's gone. Or yeah, he's got Riz. And let's see. Yeah, he's just a cool dude. Feels like he's running from something, but also feels like he's aware that he's running from something. I don't know. He got a lot on his mind and a lot on his shoulders, and he doesn't seem to act like it. Yeah. I've never seen him worried. Sometimes he can be a real asshole. And other times he can be the nicest person you ever met. Just depends on the day. He's not psychotic, he's just, I don't know, he's just different. He's different. I mean, like one moment I could say he is psychotic, but then I realize he's not the next day. And I don't know, it's weird. Very, very different individual. Very hard to get to know.
So he's a god. Like, what's his religion about?
Oh, well. There have been many worlds that he has saved, or his bloodline has saved. Some will say they're the great saviors, and then others will say they're the cursed ones. The ones that...
She'll kind of glance at her brother.
He kind of looks over at him at that point and then realizes what's going on, and he turns, looks back, he's like,
She'll smile at him.
Yeah.
Real charismatically.
He's
so...
over here looking at arrows, so. Or rings. Excuse me. Rings.
They always, yeah. Yeah, it's just interesting. It's interesting. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, you're the first person who's been honest with me, so I really appreciate that. Every time I ask questions, everybody just kind of skirts around the truth, I guess.
I don't think they're skirting around the truth so much as they probably shouldn't be talking about it. Because they're enemies and they hear things. Or they're enemies that can't hear, but they can ask questions of higher powers.
Should look at not with me around.
Well, you don't have to be around. If someone was presently here and they're not with you at the time that the questions are asked, then you don't cover that. Yeah.
Well, thank you for telling me what you told me.
Of course, of course. I would dare not say the things that I have said unless I thought it was okay. So I've stopped because you have more matters of importance currently. Well, and it's all kind of affiliated, I think. But anyway. Yeah. Can't believe he's sending Lily. He just kind of shakes his head and then he looks over at you.
I look at Gorgon and I'm like, I'm kind of dumbfounded that he's sending me too. But then again, I'm sitting and thinking about all the different protections and stuff that I bring to the table, and it kind of doesn't surprise me that he charged me with this.
He probably would not have if he didn't think you were capable. And he knows I'm coming with you. Question is, should we tell your mother? That's the big question.
Is this all out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not telling her.
No, no.
Well, then we're not telling your mother.
Ren will smile and say, "From the stories, that's kind of your thing, though, right?" And she'll look at Lily like
What?
protection and not touching stuff. From what I understand.
That is exactly right. And on that note, I'm going to do just that. And she's going to start casting
Okay.
all of the
Um,
protections that she already has on herself, which, if you remember,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah, yeah.
stupid fucking
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're a magic user.
Ren will telepathy Kit, right? That's her name, Kit.
Yeah.
And tell her to distract Gabor,
Okay.
make him with the other one.
You mean
Zumbar.
Zumbar?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She goes over to Zumbar. She's like, "Hey, I need something to drink. Can we go back in the kitchen?" She says. You got anything back there?
Who's saying that?
Kit. And she's holding Zumbar's hand, the barbarian who's like looking at you like
The one who's afraid of magic.
right and waiting to see you cast something. He's looking at you like, "What the?"
I'm so sorry, love.
Hmm?
I'm so sorry. It's okay.
She goes, "Oh no, never mind." Kit says, "We're just thirsty, right?" Zumbar goes, yeah. Can we go back in the kitchen?
Bella,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you escort them, please?
Of course. Guys, come with me.
Seth just looks at both of them and says, "Don't do anything nasty back there."
No, no.
She looks
She's
at
sending Bella with them.
Kit looks at you and she kind of smiles.
Lily's house,
She-
man.
She kind of smiles and Zumbar's like confused looking, you know.
Yeah.
They go back there.
So she'll begin casting each one of those onto Gorgain
Good eye. Okay. All right.
as soon as they're gone. And then she'll ask Tuffy, do Medusas have an effect on air elementals?
I don't believe elementals can be affected by their gaze
At all.
at all.
Eden's just standing back with her arms crossed like this, just like watching the whole thing. She's way far back, like she's not within. You feel me? She's like over by the door, kind of, or no, she'd be over by the desk, like by the bottom of the stairs where Kara is. But she's just watching this whole thing with just concern on her face. Just,
Kara, you finish your meditation. You have your spell slots. You change your spells, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do the figures later on the 6 rings and the arrows. I mean, it's going to be a lot, but not.
Yeah.
You've got a lot, so I'm not really worried about it. But and what's funny is, like, you know, Lily, you've got a lot.
Yeah.
You got this passive income with this store, and it's ridiculous.
It is.
It's more money than you ever.
She's already
Yeah.
stupid rich. to
Yeah.
begin with
Exactly.
From the ship thing.
Well, as soon as you bought the Vulcanite off of them, you became
Stupid.
stupid wealthy.
It's okay.
Like up near Jamal wealthy, you know. Yeah.
Nice.
Ridiculously wealthy.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got a bunch of spells that you want to cast on yourself or have on yourself and on Gorgain, and
They're already on her. She would-
as you're casting all that stuff, Tuffy tells you that casting any protections on these children
Mhm.
could cause the wrong thing to happen according to the Lord of Cats, because I've already asked if I can protect them with our spells, and the Lord of Cats has told me there's a reason why we cannot.
Yeah.
He also told me that he wants you to help them get the blood of the Medusa. That is it. That's all he's requested.
Okay.
So it is not necessarily your responsibility to go into this dungeon if you can do it without doing so. Then he just kind of looks at you.
Awesome.
We can figure a way out to trap this Medusa and get her. For
Okay.
sure.
I was thinking of sending in some air elementals
To gather her and bring her.
to get her blood, kill her and get her blood.
Ah. Well, if they slash her, they will have her blood on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. that could work. Yes, the catalog says that if you wish to go there, you can, but if you can accomplish the duty without it, that is fine as well. He just wants Delara taken care of. She is important.
She would have been the past. Okay. I'm gonna pull a different staff. Sorry. Can I have a minute?
You can. So we're at break time anyway, so let's
Yeah.
take a break real
She
quick.
has so many
And
all of her stuff.
you don't necessarily, yeah, you can go over that during the break time. We'll come right back. Guys, we will be right back. Ding, ding, ding. And we're back. Let Lily look at her spells and some stuff.
So, yes. Ian's gonna walk up to where Lily's standing.
Car's like,
She's gonna say, so, I understand that sometimes Gold Star puts challenges in front of us to better us. And I could see why somebody would send you in there in your condition. Sure. But it's just kind of weighing heavy on my heart. And she'll look between her and Gorgain, you know. She'll say, I was going to ask, would you mind if I prayed over you for you and that sweet unborn child?
Gorgain kind of smiles and he looks at you and goes, yeah. Yeah, she should pray over our unborn child.
A gold star is actually. I've met your God.
Well, you truly are blessed then.
I am.
So is that a yes?
No. But thank you for your blessing.
Kind of nod her head.
I think that I'm gonna sit this one out though, and send you guys the backup. One thing that we can do, if you'd rather not go back, is I can look into bringing her back with limited wish, because this is really what the Cat Lord has charged me with, is bringing her back. So
It looks like my prayers have already been answered. She's like,
there you go.
She means no offense by not allowing you to pray over.
I'll pray for her anyway. She'll smile. She'll say, you know, Gold Star loves all his children, even those that don't accept him.
As nobody's laughing, or maybe Gorgain is. Maybe Gorgain's laughing a little bit when you say that.
Yeah.
She's completely
Right.
serious.
She
He looks at you and he
Smile on
goes,
her face.
I like her dedication.
Yes.
Yes.
Amen, sister.
We
Amen.
should all be so lucky to have followers as committed as she is.
Yes.
Gold Star is blessed to have you.
Well, aren't you just a peach?
You know our friend Ares is the one that brought Goldstar back.
That's what they say, yeah.
Yes.
I actually got to meet her a couple nights ago.
Yes.
It was fun.
Lily's gonna flip with her dad.
Okay.
Hey, Papa, are you busy?
How is my grandchild?
Dying to meet you.
I'm dying to meet them.
Them.
I don't know why you're not trying to figure out if it's a boy or a girl, but that's your business. I know you don't. And neither do I, really, to be honest with you. It's just difficult to buy things. You know, your mother... anyway, I don't need to bother you with that. What can I do for you?
Since I'm pregnant and all, could I get you to cast a limited wish or wish? I have a kid here that is important to the Cat Lord that's been turned to stone by Medusa. Rather than send these kids back to get the blood of the Medusa, I was thinking a limited wish might work. And then Tuffy can resurrect her.
I'll need to know more details than that, but...
Do you want to come here, or?
I do my best work in the library. When it comes to something like this, I need to be alone. But I would need more details. Like, where is this Medusa? Do you have her name? Do you... things of this nature.
They don't. And she is in a area in the Wildwoods north that they were on a mission for Pindar. There is some activity in that area with Big A.
Where isn't there activity with him? Mirabilia is... Anyway, yes, of course. Does this have something to do with that?
It does.
So there's that to consider.
Mm-hmm.
I will...
The Cat Lord charged me with bringing this girl back.
So it was... Who was it that was turned?
Delara?
Okay. That will help. She's never been changed before, has she?
Well, Leo asks him, does anybody know if she's ever had anything like this happen to her before?
Timmy?
Not that I know.
No, I don't think so.
Nope.
Alright, that will help. I will see what I can do. Give me a few moments.
Thank you. everyone can take care of this from here. If you'll just give me another couple minutes.
Okay.
She'll look at nothing. Yeah, I think you got it covered. You don't need to go. I don't need to go messing around.
Ren will look around for Zen. Keep him quiet.
So Zen is still over where Timmy was by the statue, of the horse with the horse armor on it. She's still over there sitting on the pedestal of the statue, on the step of the statue, just looking at everyone watching.
Ren will walk over there and sit down next to her.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, how you doing? You've been awfully quiet.
She telepathies to you. Cat Lord has requested that I do a job with what we're doing, and I haven't requested not to speak of it to you guys, and it's bothering me. I think I'm going to tell you. You, at least. Three, two, one. Yeah, telling you should not be an issue.
Okay.
But you can't tell anybody else.
Right?
We're supposed to go in there and get the body of Valkynian and bring it back to the Cat Lord. We're not to destroy it. He is an enemy of his father, and we are going to use that to manipulate and help all we can in his destruction. Oh, I feel so much better. She leans over, puts her head on your shoulders, and holds your hand. She's like,
Is your mother in here? Oh,
I'm so tired of being told what to do.
yeah? Does that happen
Yeah.
a lot?
Yeah, it's been happening my whole life. That's what this is all about. Controlled by others.
I did request you. Just remembered.
Well, at least there's that. At least I made a new friend. Or more than one. I just don't want them to be mad at me if they find out about it. And I don't know. I need your advice on what to do. I can't tell them.
She'll look around at the party. The only ones that we're gonna have problems with, I think, are Amy and Carl.
You think? For sure with them as far as what's happening. But I'm talking about me not saying anything. Like, I'm going to have to tell them when we find the body. I'm going to have to say, hey, we can't destroy this. You know?
So,
How to do that? I don't
for
know.
me, this feels like the greater good. You know what I mean? It's for one, he's an ally against an even worse evil, and for two, he's not in the hands of our enemy. So maybe either
You think
lying and saying that the Cat Lord wants to destroy it himself, or explaining it like that.
I don't want to do that either. Because then, you know.
I get it. I don't like lying either.
And I also know that the Cat Lord does not want them to feel negatively about our religion.
Right.
Those two in specific. For whatever reason. Anyway, I don't know what to do. You get a message from your father. He's like, I'm going to cast the spell now.
Tuppy, you ready?
Yeah. Do you have the blood?
Dad's gonna cast the spell.
Oh.
We're gonna go with the limited bush to bring her back. You ready? Cool.
Yeah.
Lily will go.
First spell is cast. I have the blood.
Lily will go and stand where, if when Delara comes back, she can catch her.
Are you prepared for the second one, or is that something you need to do?
Nope, go ahead.
So I use the blood with this wish. Is that what you're saying? I'm not quite sure where to go from here. Would you just select the blood yourself, or? I have the blood. I was going to cast a limited wish to help Delara.
Yeah. Let me ask Tuffy.
Okay.
And Tuffy,
Yeah.
my dad has got the blood of Medusa and a limited wish.
And a limited wish.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
How do you want to exactly? I'm feeling very confused now with not being able to just bring her back.
Well, if we have the blood, we can take the spell off.
Okay.
With the scroll I gave you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Hormones.
It's okay. I understand. He walks over and touches you with a heel. Gorgain smiles at him.
Thank you.
Of course. You guys see that?
Yeah, no. Can I just open a gate and get the blood?
Where are you?
Oh, yeah. In the cradle, in the store part.
Is anything on the desk?
She'll pick up the 2 scrolls
Okay, and you see a baby sitting on the desk on one corner.
and then grab baby and put
Okay.
her on my shoulder.
He comes up on your shoulder.
Now it's clear.
See a vial appear with blood filled in it.
Okay.
Now, you guys,
You see it appear in there.
is this blood magic?
No.
Because that stuff is really dangerous, and I can't, with a good conscience, be okay with something like that.
Tuffy's
Really
like,
flipping Tuffy.
no, well, I wouldn't call it blood magic. It's magic that involves blood, but it's the blood of the victim. It's not. I think what you're speaking of is the vampire magic.
Yeah.
It is not that.
Okay.
We would not use that.
Alright.
This is more
I've
clerical.
seen some really dark
Clerical.
stuff happen with that, with my Uncle Gideon, so.
Zen squeezes Ren's hand when she says that. She's. Then she kind of looks at you and goes, "Oops."
She'll squeeze her hand back and kind of smile.
Okay.
Like, she won't say anything, but it's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask about that later type of thing.
Okay. All right. Timmy's like, "Got it.
You got it?
Let's do it."
Yep.
You cast the spell using the blood
Yep.
as a component. The statue begins to become liquid and just you're like standing there after you cast the spell, standing there, you like to grab her, and she just turns to a pile of rainbow liquid on the ground. Timmy's like,
No,
"No!"
it's okay.
Whoa.
It's okay. She's Neo. Like my friend Eris.
Gavor's like raises an eyebrow and turns his head and looks at you. He's like,
Tuffy, did we figure out a way to
Yes,
make her
yes.
regenerate quicker?
He comes up and he pulls out a rod and touches her. I need a system shock and a resurrection survival from Delara. She is a pile of rainbow goo on the floor right now.
Oh, goo.
Now, outside the game, before you roll this,
Okay.
if you come back and you survive this, you are aware that you're Neo. You're aware of what you are. Your memory started when you became a pile of goo. So Delara is currently aware of what she is and where she is. Her surroundings, all of it. She just can't take form.
She can hear.
She can hear,
All
and
of it.
but she's not she's not alive, or she's not. I don't know how to explain this to you, but you're not alive or dead. You're somewhere
In between.
in between.
So, like, just a consciousness?
Yeah.
A rainbow gooey consciousness?
Yeah.
You're in
Okay.
bimbo.
Okay. So, Constitution, System Shock is 90.
That was good.
We're rolling under.
Under 90.
23.
Okay, you make your system shock. Now your resurrection survival.
Or raise.
Raise.
Or your raise, and your system. No, your system in shock, and now you got to roll your raise. Sorry.
94%.
94.
58.
She
Okay.
makes the.
Want you to take one Constitution point off. You now have a 14 instead of a 15. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It was resurrection, and it was a rod, correct?
Yeah.
1 second. You got to make sure. Yeah. I think so. Hold on
Is
now.
that what we did?
Hold on.
What?
Yeah.
I
hold
don't
on.
remember that. We did what now?
With who?
With how?
So
If
when
you
I
don't
help,
know how, you're in trouble.
I know,
when I
right?
help write these spells, I did not help write them as a player in this game.
Yeah.
I helped write them as a game designer
Yeah. Whole different game.
and flushed all of it as we were doing it because I can't keep that much information in my brain. It's too much. Just what is it? Almost 5,000 spells. I can't keep all that.
49,995
Yeah, that.
or 49.95. Yeah. I think. Yeah. That's a lot.
I'll give you a nickel and make it even 5,000.
I guess we could have pushed the envelope, but yeah. So
It was for the aesthetic.
Yeah, but he was using an artifact, so.
he was using an artifact, but it's. Thank you for bearing with us with this new system. It's a 7th level spell, 7th level cleric spell. Okay. Yes, it's not that one, so you're okay. Your constitution will be 15 still.
Gone.
You'll be full health. Memories from the moment that you were turned to stone, and memories from the moment that you became goo. From those two, anything between you don't have. And you hear a purr in your head, like a cat purr.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how many lives Neo have, but this one has been granted to you by the Lord of the Cats. And then you feel it go away as you're opening your eyes, standing there. You see Tuffy standing over you with this silly smile on his face and this rod. He's like, "You okay?" And he helps you up. You look around the room. Timmy comes and grabs her and just wraps his legs around your waist and starts hugging you.
Jumps on her.
You feel a little bit off balance at first, but
Yeah.
you're able to catch yourself. And he's like, "Oh, Delar, you're back." And then he runs over and gives Tuffy another hug. And you look around the room and everybody's smiling and kind of excited that you're back.
You okay, Boo?
I think so.
It was a Medusa, Zen says.
Yeah. Yeah. Is everybody else okay? What happened?
Yeah, we ran.
This,
Whiskers is around here somewhere.
Whiskers comes running from the front door when he sees you, Mr. Whiskers, and runs up to you.
Pick
Starts
him up.
purring. You pick him up.
yeah.
He starts licking you.
Pat him all over while I'm talking.
He kind of looks at you, and you recognize the intelligence in his eyes. He's actually glad you're back. You can feel it.
Well, telepathy him.
Okay.
I missed you.
You feel like an emotion or an empathy of Pack. You're his friend. You're his Pack.
Hold my bag of holding, put it away.
Okay, you walk up and grab your bag of holding. He walks up and grabs this bag that's sitting on the floor next to you.
Did I die?
You did.
Yeah.
Tuffy says, "Yes, you perished."
What does it mean to be Neo?
He smiles at you. You are aware of what you are now.
Yeah.
kind of looks around the room. He's like, not much is known about your race, but I do know the mother of all Neo, my friend Eris. If you have questions, I'm sure she can answer them.
I would love that.
Then ask them whenever, wherever.
What do you mean?
She will hear you.
I just have to talk to her?
Yes.
Like,
Like right now, she hears us.
what does it mean to be Neo, Eris?
And if she doesn't answer you, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe she's not
She'll say it.
supposed to, but I don't know. But she would be the one to talk to. So you say that?
Yeah. Say it out loud. She allowed to?
Yeah, you're there. You
Is she
know.
allowed to?
That's up to you. That's completely up to you. You know what you're doing, so.
Okay. Dalara hearing her head. Doll will hear in her head. You're made of magic. And forms. The form that you are currently in is because that's the one you choose to be in.
I know that she was confused about what she was at first, too. I also know that what you're made of is the same thing the Nexus is made of. He just kind of looks at you with a worried look on his face.
The Nexus.
Yeah. He looks around the room, looks at Seth. He's like,
Seth hears him. He's like, what are you doing? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
your magic. It's your people made magic. I'm not sure how some of you ended up not being on the arcane plane or being the magic that I don't know. I don't have the answers. I don't really study that. But welcome back.
She would tell her, you are half. You are half Neo, not full.
What does that mean?
Magic.
Does that mean my parents? And when my parents are Neo?
Either that or those aren't your real parents. It takes a full Neo to make a half Neo. And all of the full Neo.
You know it would be her father if it was either one of them. It would only be him.
All of the Neo are gone now. If it was, it would be your father. Because I was the only female full Neo. They all come from me and the other.
I've seen her turn into a picture on the wall. I've seen her turn into all kinds of shit. Eris.
Does that mean I can do that?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I know that. I mean, I started to tell the prince once that he's a lucky man, but then I realized she becomes whatever she wants to become. I think that's why she's so beautiful. You know, she can look whatever she wants to look like. I mean, you've always looked like that, right? So you probably don't have that ability. And I don't mean that you're ugly. Pardon me. That's not what I mean. I meant, I know that sounded bad, and I'm so sorry. That's not how I meant it. I meant, anyway, I'll shut up.
You can, but it's limited.
What do you mean?
It's limited. So, full Neo can look like whatever they want to look like, as much as they want. You can do that, but it's limited.
Well, I guess if that's all you need, Lily. He bows.
Ren will look at Tuffy and be like, it was so nice to meet you. Thank you for the talk.
You as well.
Delara kind of sits down on the desk.
Welcome back, Delara. And he bows. He goes, I've got things I got to do. And he starts walking to the door.
Thank you so much. Tony.
No problem. You cats in the cradle, be cool. And he walks to the door.
Ren would giggle.
Fucking awesome.
Eris disconnects.
She's just sitting there
She
looking at
disconnects.
the floor like,
Timmy's like, are you okay?
yeah. I'm okay. That's a lot.
You died.
Okay.
What was there? What did you see? What happened?
Nothing.
Is there there's no afterlife? There's no... You didn't go to any place?
I don't have any memory after the seeing Medusa until right now.
See him kind of frown, and he's like... Okay. Okay. Okay.
Would speak up and she would say, well, I happen to know that there's a heaven because that's where my mama's from. She'll kind of flip her wings a little bit as she says it. So I know there's an afterlife. Maybe those memories were taken from you because you didn't stay there.
Or maybe she didn't go to heaven.
Well, of course she did.
Maybe it's that witchcraft. Timmy says to you, maybe, I don't know.
She's just shaking her head. She's like, what the fuck?
I'm glad you're back. So's Mr. Whiskers. He looks at him.
I don't know why, but there's a voice when I came back that said that this life was given by the world of cats.
Timmy says, well, his priest brought you back. Well, and Lily. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you, Lily. Of course, anything I can do to help.
We tried to do it as quick as we could. We came straight here. Everybody was worried. We were all... Seth gave his bag of holding. That's how we got your body here. Yeah. I don't know about your spiders, though. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to them. We didn't see them.
They were both cornerstone.
So weird.
They were still there.
That sucks. Maybe we could do the same thing we did here for him. Get him brought back. Gorgain kind of looks over at Lily like, with an raised eyebrow. Well, what we have done is pretty difficult to do and requires a lot of...
Ren will glance back at the desk. Does that vial of blood still
No,
have
it's
any
gone.
blood in it?
You don't see the vial of blood.
Did I see who picked it up?
It's
or-
not on the desk. You saw Lily pick it up when she cast a spell. Do you look in her hand?
Yeah.
There's a vial in her hand.
Does it look like it has anything in it?
You can't tell the way she's holding it.
Ren would speak up and say, she'd say, I don't know if that required all the blood to cast that spell, but maybe if it did, we have to go back and fight that thing. Again. Like we're supposed to go back. So just keep it close.
Well,
Kit and Zumbar come back in. He's smiling.
You'll hand Ren the vial. Ren said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
She'll hand Ren the vial and tell her to collect more with this and bring it back if you need
you look in it and there's slightly some in it, but not very much. It's more like, but there is some in it. It didn't use it all. Like it's like if somebody poured it out and there would still be like a little tiny bit left. That's what's left in it.
So she'll put it in her bag.
Okay. Timmy's like, we're gonna go back there?
We have to.
How are we not gonna get turned into stone? We can't look at it, right? How are we gonna fight something we can't look at? The voice says, with big booms in areas. What if we had to? What if Carl was to cast a spell around the corner in that area and blow her up?
That's an option. And then there are the 12 Minotaurs. Think about it. Before we can even get to her.
Seth holds up a bunch of arrows.
Gorgain says, if you do not kill her, you will have to fight blind.
And Minotaurs are no joke.
Yes, if there are a dozen of those, then I would suggest being careful. We met 3 of them once, and it was very difficult. I wonder why there are 12 there and why she is there. This seems like a very dark place.
It is.
You said it is in the north of the western wildlands. What does it look like, and where exactly in the north? Do you know the
I don't
location?
know the location we teleported there. Or went to a portal. And it's just like rocks in a hillside.
Ancient cavern.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
What did it look like?
Seth will describe it.
What do you know?
As he's doing that,
You,
Ren
if
will
you
close
remember,
her eyes.
if you remember, I gave you guys specifics about certain things. So
She'll see, and don't forget about how the stone on the walls and the floor were different from each other.
Right.
There was that. There was this dagger that we didn't touch that was like
It was mad.
radiating evil.
Yeah.
Aim and Kara got trapped in like this magical cage while we were there.
Some telepathy that it looks like to Gorgain.
She'll show him. She'll close her eyes and try to refocus
Okay.
and show from her perspective the things that she saw. What took place. It would be down really low to the ground because she was a cat.
yeah,
But she'll show
I
him.
believe that is the tombs of Githmak. It is the burial grounds for one of the northern tribes. They have not used it for hundreds of years because there's something within that has destroyed anyone that has entered. I don't know. I know that long ago there was some sort of blood god there many years ago.
Blood god?
Could have been a vampire, I'm not sure, but the people were scared of the being that was in there. Many hundreds of years before, this is old history, ancient knowledge. There was a blood god and his followers, a cult of some sort, that took that tomb over and supposedly destroyed most of the tribe that fought to reclaim it. It's said that the dead that are there have long been changed into something else.
Something else.
I don't know the details, but I do know that the people are scared of them. Barbarians being scared of something requires something extraordinary to occur.
Juju zombie?
Oh, great magics. It could be vampire, I do not know. But it would seem like, if that is the case, it should be... I don't know why there would be a Medusa there. I do know that there was an ancient temple rumored to be flooded so that it could not be used anymore, something of that nature.
Yeah, there's a passage that goes underwater that we didn't go into. It's just like stairs going down.
Bella's like, looks over at Seth and she's like, ah, the rings.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't go down
A
into the
temple to
flood.
who?
A blood god of some sort. I do not remember.
Do you know their name?
It was a long time ago, and it was in the north. The
Religion?
I was
The
thinking,
north-
you can make
the
a
western-
religion roll, maybe?
no,
Wrong kind of religion?
no.
Okay. Alright.
There is no religion roll on this.
Alright.
Lily,
Yeah.
you can make a history roll because you and Zira studied the history of Gorgane's people and of the northern barbarian tribes. You might be able to find something out.
I
Let's-
got a whole proficiency
So let's
about
make
it.
let's make a roll at a -8.
Under what?
Your intelligence.
Crit.
So intelligence is 22
Mm,
minus 8,
Mhm.
14.
mm-hmm.
So under 14.
Yep.
10.
Nice roll.
You remember something about Valk and a worship of the blood goddess Valk in the northern barbarian tribes, and you always thought it was curious because
Valk is not a blood goddess.
well, she's not a blood goddess, but yeah. You remember coming across something, and it was short. It wasn't real long, but it said that Valk had a temple there, the goddess of the hunt.
So I did read something once about the goddess of the hunt, Valk.
Gabor raises an eyebrow. Valk,
Mm-hmm.
Valkinian.
No. The goddess Valk. Having a temple there. But
That's good.
my knowledge of Valk she's not a blood goddess. She's the goddess of the hunt. So I don't know how that correlates.
Vampires.
But yeah. So
So it sounds like
vampires are
someone-
worshipping her?
Valkinian.
That would make sense.
And Valk. Valk is the beginning of Valkinian's name. The son of A.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if she's the mother. Or the same being.
Seems awfully strange.
It does. That has to be something, right?
It does.
Bella goes, wasn't Valia Valk? Didn't that happen? Wasn't she like a goddess of justice or something? And she arose and then came back or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's none of my business, she says, and she goes back to her book.
Actually, all that did happen, but she's not that anymore.
What happened to the mantle when she felt from it?
Someone else took it up, I guess.
Like, left it?
Possibly.
Or a worshiper?
It all seems so very synchronous.
It's too coincidence.
Yeah, coincidental,
to not
yeah.
be something.
It's weird.
Where would we even start to look for anything like that?
Gorgain smiles and he goes, the tombs.
In the dungeon?
When you say all that, Gorgain, you can see he's thinking, and he says, I think I'm confusing that tomb with another, perhaps. I don't know, but what you said brought back a memory. Something attached to the Verbadyne people Something having to do with, I think they call it their Duma, something like that. It's a some kind of
It's a ritual.
Ritual.
That other people go through.
I know that the place that they do this ritual is very close to that location that we're speaking of. I'm not sure. I'm getting confused. I'm not sure. You know me. I'm not a history buff.
No.
I usually leave that to you.
In Ren's head, Seth is asking, how far away is that other temple? Or that other place that Engel went?
Oh, it's really far. And he specifically told us that we're not supposed to go there.
I wasn't planning on going there. I was wondering if it's connected.
So, those are the Eastern mausoleums. This is in his head.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe they know. I don't know.
Here.
Maybe they know something about it. It's over in the east.
See that?
It's like really close to
That's the
Warden.
Eastern Mausoleum. And you guys are
Okay.
here in the Western Wildlands. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. In the Western Wildlands. Sorry.
It's really close.
Way
to
up
Warden.
here.
Okay.
So here and here.
So it's on the other side of the continent.
So they wouldn't be connected. Okay.
If they were, that would be pretty crazy, but
Yeah.
I doubt it.
It'd be quite an underground, wouldn't
Mm-hmm. Weeks of travel.
it? Yeah.
Weeks.
No rain.
Mm-mm.
Prophetic theory. As far as the Valk.
It may. It may. Is that, what was that proficiency from?
Prophetic theory. It says NA. It was one of the ones that Delara took from the new.
Was it unique?
Learned skills.
Was it unique or was
I
it?
think it was.
Okay.
No, the theories are open.
Really?
Yes.
That's right.
All theories are open. Anybody can get them. And they should be on the second page. Where's right there? Up top. Yeah.
She also has religion. So maybe
A
religion.
character with this skill has the knowledge and understanding of current and past prophecies. This can enable them to predict future events. 6% of the time, when paired with the religion skill, a character could start a call to religion that gives a character +1 to charisma when dealing with clerics.
She does have both.
Is this Lily or Doll?
Doll. She has both.
Rope shell, that's wrong. And
Very
roll,
low.
roll under your wisdom. And roll low on the persimmon dice.
For some of dice, I got an 18.
Let's frickin' roll, man.
And roll under your wisdom.
19.
Ooh.
My wisdom is a 16.
Okay.
But an 18.
That's one of the same thing, because I've got librarian and prophetic theory and religion, so.
So
yeah.
she can do it too. You can do it too then, if you want to.
7 on the percentiles. And you said under wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
6?
You remember a story about barbarians being scared to death of Valk in the north because there was a cult of vampires of Valk that were hunting the barbarians and killing them off, and that the barbarians attempted to retake their territory and their tomb back over, and that Valk destroyed and her cult destroyed all of the barbarians that were in that northern tribe. That came against her, and the rest of them were spread out. They ran, basically.
Laura will tell everybody exactly that.
You know the same story. And you feel like this location is absolutely that location. But you feel like there's a different religion involved with this, that it's not that one, and that it may be the Valkynian stuff, you're not sure. But Valkynian and Valk, that name is used in the teachings of Valk several times in some of the books that you read. It's the same name. It's the full name of Valk is Valkynian, and you know that Valkynian was the son of Asmodeus, and was killed, destroyed hundreds of years ago, and that temple was supposed to be flooded. You know that it was flooded and destroyed by a religion that came from space, came from the stars, and that's all you know.
So she'll relay that.
Okay.
It's a lot.
Gorgain kind of is like, he gets a worried look on his face. The stars? What do you mean? Like,
Does she know?
so she really doesn't know what that religion was. It was something of the stars. She's trying to remember. You made both your rolls, but go ahead and make another wisdom check for me.
Six again.
You remember that it didn't just say the stars. It said another crystal sphere from somewhere else, another world completely. A god came to this world and destroyed that temple and flooded it.
Okay, so she'll relay that.
What?
And this was literally like 700-800 years ago. You've got a timeline, whereas you can't remember how long ago it was. You know it was 700-800 years, somewhere between 700 and 800 years ago.
Yeah, she'll mention that.
I wonder what nature that was. I don't know if that's relevant to our current.
Roll one more time under your wisdom.
1.
You remember the name of the book. It's in the library in Queensland. You know there's probably some things that, when you study books, you don't, there's some things you miss, and you kind of get, that if you could get that book again and you remember the name of it, you remember where you were sitting when you read it, you could probably find more details on it.
Well, I can go get the book.
Yeah, that might.
Alright, so she'll get up and, the door's locked. She's like rattling the door.
Yeah, she gets up and starts walking to the door.
Yeah.
Dean will go with her.
Okay. All right. Eden gets up and goes with her.
We shall return, y'all.
All right. Do you go? Do you unlock the door?
Well, I have the servant.
Okay. The servant will unlock the door, floats up, and unlocks the door for you. And you guys go out. And you head across town to the library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you get in, you see the librarian and Rebecca, and she's so happy to see you. She gives you a hug. She asks you what you've been doing. She's like,
All kinds of crazy stuff.
she's like, she hasn't brought you here in forever. I've not seen the two of you. Are you hungry?
Darling.
I'm okay. Are you hungry? I know we're not supposed to feed you guys, but the library, no food, but I've got some treats. I got some tarts in the back. Let me go get some. Okay,
Nope.
I'll be right back. She goes into the back. She comes back out with a silver platter with some tarts on it and hands it to you guys. Here, try these new ones. The raspberry ones are the best.
That's my favorite.
Most of the girls choose those. Some of the guys come in here, and I've offered them some of these lemon ones. Some of the friends. There's Millie and her friend Malcolm. They come in here all the time, reading stuff, and I offered some of them. And the boys always like the lemon ones. I don't know why, but the girls always choose the raspberry.
Because they're sour.
Yeah, probably because they're sour.
The boys are sour.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I get it. Anyway, what is it you're looking for? Why have you come?
I'm looking for a book, and she'll say the name of the book. And,
You know right where it's at.
you know, so I can go get it.
She kind of goes, wow, I think that would be...
And she'll say where it's at.
Okay. Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where it's
I'll
at.
be right back.
Okay.
She'll go straight.
I'll wait right here.
Okay.
All right.
Enjoy those. Those are wonderful. She one as she goes.
You go and you find the book, and you pull it out and you like look at it and you open it up. You're the only one that's ever checked this book out. You like look at it, and you see your name in the front of it.
I mean, probably in everyone's.
It was been your goal to try to have your name on the front of every one of these books in here. You probably got about 25% of them, but
I'm trying.
she's trying. So yeah, and so you turn around and start looking, find the page, and the only extra detail that's added is that it was a sun god that did it. That's the only thing you find.
Okay. And she'll take it.
And you know Gold Star is the sun god. So
Yeah.
all right, meanwhile, while they're getting that, and you're going to come back, right? You guys just
Yeah,
come straight
yeah.
back. So they're gone. You guys are waiting. Did you lock the door back?
No,
Okay.
no. Should take that scroll and put it up.
Okay.
Um,
The door opens, and you see a halfling come in. He kind of looks around. You don't recognize him.
so.
You guys open?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well,
All right.
she'll turn to Lily will turn to Clara.
Kara's not here.
Or, that's right. Well, she'll look at her name. I'm gonna go eat.
Okay. Let's go eat. Come on, I'll come with you.
You guys need me, I'll be in here. And she'll take off.
Gavor says, thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. If you need anything else, let me know.
He nods.
She'll take off.
You see him pull out a gold piece out of his pouch when she takes off.
Red
Sure.
smile.
Chewing on some gold.
She gets a huge smile on her face.
He kind of looks at you nervous. He's like,
Freaking awesome.
So Delara,
Yes.
you may shape change 3 times a day.
Freaking awesome.
And it's not just, like you can't just like become a dwarf or an elf. Or, you can become a fucking painting on the wall. You can become, a table. You can become, but you can only do it 3 times a day.
Yeah.
So your last time is what you're stuck in until 24 hours transpires from the first time that you did it. No, actually, it's every day. It resets every day. So it's in a 24-hour period. So
It's like it resets at what, like midnight?
yeah, it's noon to midnight is 12 hours. So it'd be midnight to midnight. So if you did, let's say you did it at 6 o'clock in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I think we did it upon sleep. I think it was. So you have to sleep 8 hours. I think that's what it is. Or meditate for you to get it back.
Okay.
3 times a day, I think. So I'll have to look it up. please pardon me. I cannot remember what we did with the Neo exactly.
I don't think it
The-
specifies.
the half
I
meal.
think it just says 3 times a day.
So that'll be for each DM if that's the case to decide.
Yeah, I think that's what we did.
I'll say, 24 hours from the moment you use it. So once you use it, if you go 24 hours, you only use it once, that one won't come back and you still had 2 more. But if you get stuck, it's like if you use all 3 real quick, the moment you use the last one,
That's it.
the moment you use the first one will be 24 hours later before you have it back. Okay?
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
All right.
Absolutely.
So when I say 3 a day, it basically is 3 times within a day.
Yeah.
So when you use the first one, let's say you use it at midnight, you will not get that first one back until midnight. And you will not get that second one back until the time you use the second one. You will not get that third one back the time you use the third one.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay. Does it?
Yes.
And then there's some other things. When you die, 3 days later you'll resurrect by yourself. But for 3 days you become a pile of goo.
So kind of immortal.
Kinda.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unless you're stoned.
Yeah, unless you turn to stone, then you're not. But if you're in your goo form, is there anything else? I can't think if there's anything else. But we'll. I know you didn't look at the details because you didn't want to affect your character
Mm-hmm.
because you didn't know she was Neo.
I know she has 50% magic resistance from it.
Yep, there it is.
And is it +1 saves or +2 saves? Something like that.
+1 bonus on all saving throws against
Yeah.
magical forces.
And they can run Space Jammers
Yeah.
Yeah.
without expending a spell slot or anything like that.
Did you decide what half your other Neo was? It was human, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It says,
The following week, I'll adjust it. Yeah.
either half their normal size or double
Right.
their normal size. Up and down.
All right. So at that point, Zen will stand up and she says, "Well, now that we have Delara back, once they are back, we should try to continue our mission back into this
Right,
place."
stand up. She's like, I agree. We need to take care of this.
I kind of liked Seth's idea about the mirror.
I do too. It's a good idea.
I think maybe one of our warriors should carry that mirror. Kid goes, "I could carry it, but, you know,"
Should be somebody who's going to be up front.
she nods.
Um,
Gavor looks over at Big Boy and he kind of smiles. He's like, "Would you carry a shield?" Zumbar's like, "Yeah, I'll carry a shield. Bash with shield, too." Not sure what weapon. I have 2 weapons. I use this one. Where's shield? He starts looking around. Rabbit shows him where it's at. He says, will this be coming off of his money?"
Sure.
And Gavor goes, "Yeah, I don't think he's got anything." He gives it to him and he looks at it. Like, We're eating.
She'll be right back.
She went to the library.
She'll be right back. Her and Clara.
Oh. Okay.
By the way, Seth is watching the house flip.
He just kind of walks in and is looking around. He just starts going. Seth's watching him. He walks over here and starts looking at these weapons, just kind of
Yeah.
casually going this way. He stops like right over here and looking at stuff.
Just watching.
He looks up a couple times and sees you're watching, smiles at you, and goes back down to what he's doing. You notice that he, like I said, he looks up a couple times. One time he looks up over on the desk, and you see the monkey, and the monkey's staring right at him.
Mm.
And he looks at the monkey and kind of cocks his head, and the monkey goes and cocks his head. And he's like, starts looking at more stuff. Bella looks at her and she goes like, if there's anything we can help you let us know. And he's like, okay, thanks. Because I heard you guys have the best shop in town.
Thought they had the only shop in town.
He's like, oh no, there's others, but they're not as big, or no, not as nice as this one for sure.
Yeah.
This is really nice. Who owns this place? And Bella says, oh, it's privately owned. The halfling got a smirk a little bit. He's like, of course. Are you sure I'm not interrupting something? And he holds his hands up like that. And Bella goes, oh, no, you're fine. Shop around.
Clara's gonna stand up and go up and go off.
Okay.
There's nobody up there, right?
Nope.
She's gonna go up there and sit down on the couch.
As you sort of walk away, Tim was like, where are you going?
I'm gonna sit down.
You want me to come with you? Huh? You just died, dude.
Yeah.
Is that why you... Okay, well, if you need a moment, that's cool. All right, I got you.
It's just weird. It all feels really weird. I'm not what I thought I was, and my parents might not be who I think they are.
Yeah, it's weird. Is your tongue numb?
Just stick it out.
Yeah, it doesn't feel numb.
No.
Huh.
Why would her tongue be numb?
Oh, this friend of mine told me one time that he knew this guy that died and got resurrected and came back and his tongue was numb.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, he said it had something to do with dying from electricity.
Oh,
He
well,
said when he
that-
came back, his tongue was numb.
That makes sense.
Not that you died from electricity. You got anything that's really hard on your body now? Like stone or anything? No.
I don't think so.
Wrong gender.
He shakes his head.
Is he still watching the I'm just curious as to what he's gonna.
So the halfling or the Hoffland, he ends up over here by the maps and starts going through the maps, and
Yeah.
he seems to be very, very interested in these maps as he's going through them.
I was too. That's why I bought two.
She's gonna make her way upstairs and sit down.
Okay. There is a male calico cat sitting on the table. When you come up there, he just kind of looks at you like.
You
Pet him. I just pet him as I sit down on the couch.
You go to pet him. He goes, "What are you doing?
Ooh, boy. I'm so sorry.
Don't touch me."
Hmm.
Kind of looks at you. Your cat looks at him and kind of. She hisses at him and he goes, "Watch your pets, man." He gets up, jumps over, goes over to the window and lays in the window.
Dude,
And your cat hisses again at him.
You know you look like a cat, right?
I am a cat.
Well,
Man, it's always some weirdo. He lays out in the fucking window and stretches. And people think they can pet you.
she's gonna sit on the couch.
Okay.
Open the window.
All right.
You pull out her mirror out of her bag
Okay.
to look at yourself.
All right. You look the same that you looked before. Maybe a little bit doe-eyed right now.
Worse for wear.
Yeah, like not just like just like you look at yourself and you're like, you can tell you're a little shocked. You got a shocked look on your face, and you're like,
She's gonna try to. Just try to make herself look exactly like she did after the first makeover.
okay.
Like when she got her hair and her makeup and
Okay.
all that kind of stuff done.
It all changes. Looks just like it.
Big deep breath. Look at Timmy.
Your cat kind of turns and looks at you. You look for Timmy. He's not up there. He lets you go up by yourself. You kind of look over at the railing down by the steps, and you see standing down by the railing. He's not looking at you, but he's standing down there and just kind of listening to these guys talk. Meanwhile, Cara and Eden come in. You see him, you know, because you're faced towards the door. You can see him. She looks all pretty, like different, like she's cleaned up.
You go smile at her.
Just wave. Smile and wave. What'd you get? What'd you got?
So?
You got it?
Vivora says, "Did you get the book?
Mm-hmm.
We sure did.
What do we know?"
It was a sun god, right? Oh, one sun god I know of.
What do you mean it was a sun god? Vivora says.
That's what the book says.
What?
Why don't you take a look at it?
She'll open it up to the passage.
Okay, and start reading it, or give it to him.
Sure.
Okay, he looks at it. Oh, that flooded the temple. It was a sun god. It doesn't
Yeah.
say who it was, but they say it was from another crystalline sphere.
Yeah, sun god
That's what
that
it
did
says.
Hmm. Rabbit says to Lily in your head as you're back there eating, you and Gorgain are eating and you're laughing, you know, he's kind of got you giggling, and Rabbit says, "They say it was the sun god that flooded the temple from another crystalline sphere. Does that ring any bells to you?"
Yeah, raw.
The kid.
Yeah,
Where is that kid?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I don't even know if he went back or stayed or nothing.
I don't either.
I don't even remember. Ask Tuffy.
Okay. I think, yeah, I'll ask Tuffy.
I'm right here.
I know where he was.
Do you want me to borrow you with this anymore? I'm sorry, I should have asked.
What?
They came back, and that's what they said. It was a sun god. I'm not sure if you want to know any of this or not. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You can keep me updated
Okay, all right.
if you want to. If you
Okay.
need help, whatever.
No, I just started thinking. That's weird. You know.
Yeah, that was the last. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like the last thing we did before we came here, wasn't it?
Well, that was back when War Child. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You guys had to deal with War Child.
Yep. Spoilers for the days, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tuffy would probably know. Or
All
know
right.
how to find out.
All right. I'll talk to Tuffy. Let him know what's going on. He looks over at you guys. He's like, "I think we might there might be some weird connection between that sun god that you're mentioning in that book, and the vampires and War Child, and we'll have to talk to Tuffy about it and find out. But anyway, I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but
Now, she'll take the book back from Devore and sit down.
he's still reading it. You come over to him.
Oh.
He's like,
And
oh,
she'll just read over his shoulder.
no, it's fine. Go
Read.
ahead.
And I'll just read over his shoulder.
All right. He starts looking through it, and you realize as he's reading it, he stops. You realize how fast of a reader he is. He's so fast. He kind of looks at you like to see if you're ready to turn the
Yeah.
page. Yeah.
Don't slow down for
Oh,
me.
okay. He turns the page. You see him. He reads quickly. Very high intelligence.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's looking at the book. So he will give the book back to you though when he's done. He'll just hand it
Okay.
back to you. It seems like a very good bit of information. I quite enjoyed it. And you actually thought the book's pretty boring because it's very factual. It's not.
Mhm.
It's like storing information. You know. He seemed to really like it though. He's like, yeah, I didn't know they had anything like this at the library. It's very useful.
Lots of books like this at the library.
Yeah.
I'm only a quarter of the way through the library, though.
A quarter.
Mm-hmm. I want to read all the books in the library.
You've read a quarter of the books in the Queensland's library?
She wants to put her name on, you know those little cards that are in the front of the books?
Yes.
She wants to put her name on every single one.
Uh-huh.
And you've done a quarter of them already.
Uh-huh. I read a lot.
Yeah.
Evidently.
I'm a librarian there,
Oh.
and yeah, I love to read.
Very well. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Maybe someday I'll have my own library
That could be useful.
with about 3 times as many books.
Well, I'm sure that you will succeed at that.
And I will have read
I will-
every one of them twice.
I'm sure I'll be long gone by then, but
I hope
know
not.
that I'm rooting for you.
Ryan will walk up to the desk
Okay?
and she'll look at Rabbit.
Yeah.
And she'll say, hey. And she'll kind of lower her voice. Do you have anything that's like anti-aging? I know that that's a big ask, but it's really important.
I don't think there's anything like that.
I was told that either a magic user or a cleric can usually do something like that.
It's a possibility, and not that I know of, but maybe you could ask a magic user or cleric. Yeah.
Isn't that what Lily is?
Oh, yes, she's a magic. Yeah, but I
Okay.
troubled her so much. What do you need it for?
She kind of going through it. So, Lord, he's,
A drag.
Yeah, they don't live here.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do for him. Save maybe an artifact or a wish like power or something, but I don't think there's any. I don't know, you might want to talk to a sage or an expert about that, but from what I've learned, it is what it is. It's a shame, too. I feel sorry for you. Yeah. He whispers all that to you. You're talking to him, you whisper, you look to see, like if anybody's listening. And right on the steps you see Tim, and he's looking right at you, and he's like... and looks up, and then looks
She's
back.
looking right
Looks,
at
he
him.
looks back up at Doll, looks away
By
from
the
you.
time he glances at her, she's looking right at
Yeah,
him.
he just
with her
kind of
eyebrow
acts
raised.
like he didn't, he just kind of, he looks up at the doll. And that's about the moment that you look down, right when you're getting ready to look away from him, he looks up at you. So- and you see him go up the stairs. And you realize right above you is the balcony. They might be able to hear from there too. And you realize whoever's sitting on the balcony can hear all the conversations within range at the desk
Mhm.
and not be seen.
Should go back to the room. Wherever everybody's
Okay.
standing.
All right.
So what's our plan, guys?
Gavor's like, I do not know. I suppose we should return back.
Kill. Oh, did I say that?
I think Seth's got some new arrows.
Car's sitting over on the floor reading the book again.
Okay.
Do we feel like we're prepared, guys?
No.
Well, we should
Dolores says from up top.
get as prepared as we need to be, and then
Ren will walk up there to the wall.
are we still supposed to go, or
According to Tuffy, yeah.
well
Our
he's
orders are from him now instead of Pendar, I guess.
not is he a member of the Holy Hosts?
Well, he mentioned them.
Oh,
And he said,
Is that halfling still in here?
yeah.
She'll switch to telepathy.
and he said
Just to the whole group.
Okay.
that the person that Pendar got his orders from is the same person who's giving them orders. So,
She'll walk up there to Doll.
Okay.
What's going on, sweetie? She'll sit down with her.
Halfling will walk up with a couple maps and he puts them on the table and looks at Rabbit, and Rabbit's like, "Oh, you interested?" He's like, "Yeah, I'd like to buy these two." Okay. And they work their deal and he pays you. You might pay attention to any of that.
Yeah, what apps is he buying?
So you can walk over there to look, or
No, that's weird. No, I'm just gonna go up there to doll.
what? Okay.
It's fine.
Well, if you're up above, you could look down over the railing. I mean, it's
Can I just like try to glance nonchalantly?
glance down over the railing.
Yeah, as I'm walking up there.
Um,
No.
one thing you notice is that he pays in markers, and they're red and black in color. You've never seen those. The ones you have are blue and gold. He pays with red and black markers, but Rabbit doesn't blink. You know, he just takes them. He's like, "Well, thanks a lot, and come back if you."
Is there anything noticeable about this happening?
So observation.
Yes.
He's wearing leather with soft leather boots. He doesn't make much noise when he walks. He seems like a rogue type, like a thief or a rogue type.
Okay.
The clothing that he's wearing is not from around here. It's not from Queensland.
Do I know where it's from?
Do you have any?
So this is Ren.
Is she a tailor or a seamstress? Or does she? Oh, this is Ren. Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and roll her escort.
Under what? You said we changed
It would
to-
be.
It's either comeliness, wisdom, or intelligence.
Right.
The three.
Wisdom.
Tell me the score. Ha! I critted. That was awesome.
Rhaegar
Uh-huh.
had the same kind of clothing,
Oh, weird.
like the same make, the same.
Okay.
It must be the same place. They bought the clothes the same place.
Okay.
You remember who Rhaegar was, right?
Yeah, the dwarf.
Yeah, the dwarf.
Would heraldry help me with figuring out where they're from?
There's no symbol or anything
symbol
like
or
that.
anything,
He
okay.
kind of looks at you when you look over the ledge. You look
I'll
away.
smile.
You smile.
And then she'll turn around, walk away.
Do you try to smile with charisma?
No, just a nice smile, just a polite
Okay. What's
Smile.
your comeliness?
20.
Just a nice smile.
And she'll walk away. Shit.
Okay. You walk away, kind of go out of his line of sight.
Yep.
He says, "Yeah. You hear him say, "Yeah, I'll be back if I need anything. I really appreciate it." He says, "Got a nice place. Thank you for providing services." Rabbit goes, "Okay." And looks at him funny. Halfling turns and walks out. That was weird, he says. And Bella, without looking up from the book, he goes, "He's looking at Ren's tits."
Go lean over the doll.
What's going on, Mr. D?
Rabbit's like, "Yeah, well, they're open, so."
Oh, my animals died. It's just a weird feeling.
I'm so sorry that happened. At least you're alive.
I don't know if I just didn't realize that we had actually died. But it's a little different.
Once you do, I bet, feels different for me too, Timmy says. I don't want to die. I don't want you to die again. I don't want any of us to die. And with that, we're going to stop for this evening,
Oh. Yeah.
and we will come back next week. Actually, I think
Or
we're gonna.
sooner.
I think we're gonna come back tomorrow night, but this won't post for a week.
It'll be
I think
next
we
week
played
for
2 nights in a
everybody
row.
else.
That's the
Yeah.
plan, right?
Yeah.
Might even play 3. It depends on if somebody plays on Sunday.
Yeah.
We know some strange fucker that plays 5e. No, I can't say anything bad about it. They have a good time, and it's hey, he likes the game. It's all good.
Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
fucking game every chance you get.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're always trying to get me a role of character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I know. Well, guys, I'd like
Thank
to
you.
thank you for coming again. Guys, viewers, thanks for coming. Be looking for that book. Like,
We got
subscribe,
soon.
share, hit the ding ding, all that jazz. Until next week, we are Original GM.
Peace.
There's a gift inside the old God's granted me, a vision of the way to change reality. In the shadows creeping, can't rest your weary head. No time for you to sleep now, or evil it will spread. So gather all your friends and listen to my tale. Adventure story shaping, magic and the veil. Dragons, devils, demons, and creatures that are fair, and heroes of the north. Just please don't be scared. The heroes are the monsters to the enemy. It all depends upon the way that you proceed. Original GM, we're here to set you free. Come join in the adventure. Who you wanna be? Who you wanna be? We are heroes.